Jagatpur Lake or Jagatpur Wetland is another lesser known birding hotspot of Bihar that deserves more birder visits, and I hope this video would encourage viewers to make a trip there. As the name suggests, it is located in Jagatpur within the Naugachia subdivision of Bhagalpur district. It is 12 km northeast of Bhagalpur city and is situated along the Bikramshila access road. The wetland is around 487 hectares in area and centered around the Jagatpur Lake. It is closely linked to the Gangetic floodplains that is typical of this area. As per eBird in December 2025, 215 species of birds are seen there and the count is increasing rapidly. Here, you will see huge flocks of resident and migratory birds with the count crossing several hundreds. This list includes many threatened birds also. It is an all-weather birding place with local resident population of around 60 to 80 bird species. The count peaks to over 150 bird species during winter months due to migratory birds coming from northern cold areas like Russia and Mongolia. It is also breeding ground of near threatened greater and lesser adjutant and other storks. Like other inland lakes, Jagatpur Lake is also a freshwater lake, which is mostly rain-fed but might also get some support from underground seepage. Majority of the birds seen here are water birds, but there are good amount of greenery also surrounding the lake, consisting of shrub and trees like babul, peepal, mango, neem, etc. We reached Bhagalpur by overnight train. We got fresh in the rail station waiting room and had breakfast in the traffic circle near station where you would find many food options. Please also pick snacks and water as you will be in rural areas most of the day. We started very early in the morning from Bhagalpur and it took around 45 minutes to reach here. On our way, we crossed River Ganga. The lake was visible on the left side when you took a left turn from State Highway 58 to a concrete road. The wetland is on the left side of this concrete road towards west. We first approached the south side of the lake, which was mostly covered by water hyacinth. The area was close to the highway and you could hear the horns of the moving trucks. As you see, the birds were unperturbed by the noise. Guess they got habituated. Movements of bronze-winged jacana drew our attention to a large flock of whistling ducks. In Jagatpur, you get to see both lesser as well as Fulvous whistling ducks. In the early winter morning, there was a lot of fog in the area and visibility was low. We went there in first week of February. Most of the ducks were also in roosting pose, probably because of this fog. A flock of cotton Pygmy-Goose was more active though. Seems they are early risers and not bothered with the lack of sunshine. Few moorhens, purple herons, egrets were adding some contrast to the landscape. On the westernmost side, the water was clear of water hyacinth. Common coots and other birds were swimming, but it was too far and in low light, tough to take a good picture of. Sound of common tailor bird, red-wattled lapwing mixed with truck horn made a peculiar ambience. As we were waiting for the fogs to clear, we spoke to our guide and tour organizer Mrinal Kaushik to know more about the lake and its birds. So Mrinal, this year, is this the standard, the habitat, or I see a lot of vegetation around the water. So how is it doing this year? Like last year I heard that the lake was not doing well, the year before it was fantastic. Yes. This year is doing okay?
Yes sir, this is the Jagatpur Lake, one of the most highest species of from Bihar, highest species recorded in Bihar according to eBird. Okay. And it was a very good lake from back from before 2 years, because before this road was made, okay, people were not so actively connecting, okay, from this side to that side. But last year, sir, the diversity here was very weak due to lack of water. Very negligible amount of water was present here, only attracted a few.
But why less water was there last year?
Because sir, this is totally private land, mixed of private and government land. So okay, most of the people consume water for their irrigation, and okay, they used pump wells and different method, and they pump out each and every amount of water. So negligible amount of water was left over, and so very weak diversity also. But okay, this year again, sir, we have a very good amount of water and hundreds around ducks also.
So those who went back in 2024 disappointed, they should come back in 2025?
Yes sir, they should come back. And 2024 there was some species, white-eyed pochard and common pochard was there, but in 10 to 15 quantity only. Okay. This time we have a very good quantity, around hundreds of pochards, including red-crested pochard, northern sowlers, white-eyed pochard, Ferruginous Duck, 1-2 great-crested Grebe is very active here. We also have common pochard here, and 150 around Fulvous Whistling-Ducks. We also have a pair of black-necked stock very active here, and as you can see, sir, there are also purple herons and other. We also
common have, birds, yeah, birds.
We also have raptor activity during the noon here. Last month we got a common steppe buzzard perch shot from here only, and Indian okay, spotted eagle also very active in this region. Thank you.
As the light started getting better, the ducks started getting more active. Fulvous Whistling-Ducks started moving. Could see the coots and other ducks swimming on the far. Suddenly, the ambience lit up as a van was passing the area while playing Bhojpuri song. Loudly was an understatement for it, but typical of this area, and created a mood of picnic. Our guide Mrinal Kaushik was scanning the area for black-necked stork, which he saw here in most of his trips. Mrinal finally spotted a pair of juvenile black-necked stork, but we had to walk through one of the toughest grounds ever. Cow walked through the mud when it was soft, and it dried with that uneven shape, and it was extremely hard to maintain balance. Lakes like Jagatpur in Gangetic Plains are excellent breeding ground of black-necked stork. We were surprised to see 2 juvenile black-necked stork walking around with no sight of their parents. In fact, we didn't see the adults in the 2 hours we spent there. Our guide cum tour organizer, Mrinal Kaushik, saw them as a family of 4 several times and taken pictures. I have made a dedicated video on black-necked stork of Bhagalpur, which you can find in my channel in Bhagalpur playlist. It was funny to see how one of the birds was sitting on ground by folding its legs. I haven't seen this type of pose too often. Guess it got tired of walking. There was also a pathway just behind it where you saw many people walking, but these juveniles were not perturbed. One of the birds was standing on one foot, so typical of large birds like them. It was great to see these 2 juvenile birds in that early morning. Please note, they are yet to form the glossy dark neck like the adults. I'll be back in Bhagalpur again, and that time their look and feel would be totally different, and I do not think there would be any way I would be able to recognize them if seen. The siblings then flew towards a lightly watery ground where we left them and carried on with our birding in other parts. We came back to the concrete road and started walking towards the north side of the lake. Found an opening through the trees which allowed closer viewing of the ducks. Lights also improved by then. Coots were really common here, justifying their name. Several red-crested pochard females were in one place. Was wondering where the males might be, then found one in the group of cotton Pygmy-Goose. The poacher started following the goose, but they were not interested and started moving away. Soon, the female poachers also joined them. Saw a group of people walking on the other side of the lake with no interest to the birds we are watching. Let's observe how different ducks feeds differently. Coots get it from just below the surface of the water. While cotton Pygmy-Goose puts their head below water and gets it from maybe 1 to 2 feet below the surface. Birds like Grebe, Darter goes even further, going fully underground to feed. Two bronze-winged jacanas fought each other, gazed for a prized territory full of food, but it fell short of full-fledged fight. There are many varieties of ducks in the lake. I mostly did video covering an area instead of taking individual close-up pictures. The bright colors of green-winged teal made a good contrast. Near the shores, a large flock of common moorhens dominated the area and pushed out grey-headed Swamphens. We continued to walk towards the north side. A flock of northern shovelers were busy on the water. Suddenly, we saw a lot of movements around, especially the Fulvous Whistling-Ducks were in an agitated state. We felt some birds of prey must be close by. noticed a few crows were chasing a raptor which seemed to be a booted eagle. However, the bird dived and he lost the track of it.
आपको बूटेड ईगल का फोटो है क्या?
हाथ में तो हो जाता. I started recording Red-crested Pochard without realizing the booted eagle actually caught a prey and trying to kill it by holding it down in the water. The eagle was in my frame without me noticing it.
इसके आगे में वाटर रेसिंग पे ब्लैक कलर का कुछ तो है. बूटेड ईगल पकड़ा हुआ है क्या किसी?
पकड़ा हुआ है. अरे मैं नहीं जानते हुए रिकॉर्ड कर रहा था. अरे रिकॉर्ड हो रहा था.
दबोच लिया है किसी को, लेके उड़ सकता है या खाएगा. वहाँ पे तो ऐसे बैठने का जगह नहीं है. कील उधर छुपा के है, कील उधर छुपा के है. अभी विल वेट फॉर एक्शन. देख रहा कौवा कितना परेशान कर रहा है.
Mrinal then pointed my attention to it. It was a dramatic moment as the eagle was trying to kill its prey as crows were dive bombing on it to distract.
जगतपुर सर कितना भी डिग्रेड हो जाए ना सर, ये है तो बहुत अच्छा स्पॉट है ही. प्लेसमेंट इसका जो है बहुत कुछ एक्टिविटी हो ही जाता है. ठीक है, आज बूटेड ईगल का वो ऐसा शॉट मिलाया क्या?
तो बहुत छोटा है.
क्या है बस हुआ खा रहा है क्या वहाँ पे?
नहीं, एक्चुअली कौवा से डर रहा है.
बचा रहा है कौवा. ये देख रहेगा तो वो निकल जाएगा लेके. उसका शिकार थोड़ा पानी में चले गया होगा तो थोड़ा वजन बढ़ गया होगा ना सर.
नहीं, ये तो अभी हाइसिंथ में है ना.
Eventually, the crow's own eagle left his prey in the water and flew away empty-handed, or rather, I should say, empty-clawed.
Booted eagle take off without kill.
normalcy was soon back. Ferruginous ducks, earlier called Ferruginous Pochards, were busy again feeding on their own unique way. Common coots were common in these parts also. Purple heron was giving a test of patience. Long wait for a quick catch. There were a few darters also waiting for their turns or drying their feathers. Spotted a red-napped ibis, which in its turn spotted us and decided to fly away. There were many sandpipers, but we are in a hurry and I must admit I couldn't cover all birds in that area. A pied kingfisher was hovering on top of the water to see a fish that it can dive for. Fulvous Whistling-Ducks were fully active now and were swimming freely, though some of them were still waiting for the right moments to come. This video also shows the roll of water hyacinth islands where ducks can rest. A little cormorant went through the pack showing his presence. Saw a large stork flying on the sky. We had arguments on whether it was greater or lesser adjutant stork. In backlit condition, it was tough to ID. The northeast area of the lake, which is farthest from the main road, has the highest concentration of ducks. We saw Fulvous Whistling-Duck, cotton Pygmy-Goose, Garganey, northern shoveler, Gadwall, Eurasian Wigeon, northern Pintail, green-winged Teal, Red-crested Pochard, Ferruginous Duck, along with Eurasian Moorhen, Eurasian Coot, little Grebe, grey-headed Swamphen, Oriental Darter, little Cormorant, great Cormorant and Indian Cormorant in this area, and most in large numbers.
फोटोज ले लें, कुछ उसमें निकलता है कोई बात को थ्रू करते टाइम।
If someone wants to take pictures of these ducks, Bhagalpur is an excellent place for that. I took only videos from the road, but the viewer can get closer to the water and take close-up shots, one by one, for each of the species there. Maybe in my next trip, I might do the same. I have heard that one could also take a boat to get closer to the bird like we do in places like Gadwall. Not sure if that is still possible or not, but that day we didn't see any boat on or around the lake.
देख रहे सब क्लैरिटी देख रहे हैं ना इसका, जबकि ये 1.5 ईयर से मेरे हाथ में और बहुत रफ हो जाता है, कभी पानी भी इसमें।
The other side of the road was also interesting, and given time, we could have searched for some land birds, but we were in a hurry and had to skip it. We spent around 2 hours in Jagatpur Lake from 7:30 am to 9:30 am. We walked around 3 kilometers up and down on the east side of the lake and saw 59 species. I'm sure there were many that we could not spot. This is a fantastic place to watch waders in large flocks. I heard the water levels often go low if the area didn't get enough rains, but still it would be a good enough place deserving a visit. The lake needs protection to ensure the habitat is maintained properly for birds, like proper just enough clearance of water hyacinth. Bhagalpur is an underexplored birding destination that deserves much more birder visits than what it gets. I'm creating a playlist to cover all these hotspots of Bhagalpur like Jagatpur Lake, Sanvarsa Ghatura, etc. I called Bhagalpur Stockland as so many types of stocks are seen here. This is also one of the 2 places in India where you can see greater adjutant stock. You can make a 2-day weekend trip to Bhagalpur and keep one morning for Jagatpur Lake. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel and watch other videos. Please let your friends know about my videos on Bhagalpur and other hotspots and share the playlist with them. This will help Mrinal Kaushik in his endeavor to popularize this area. Please also watch Mrinal's interview in my channel, which will greatly help you plan for your trip to Bhagalpur. Thanks for watching.